It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jags and the reigning NFC champs, and it's coming up next.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dwayne Smoot able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Harris slings this deep from McLaurin into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Personal foul. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, Harris slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Lawrence will throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And they're picking up right where they left off of the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch in between the tackles, but could not get it done. That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Washington offense heading out. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harris hitting Samuel on the slant. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 13 carries, 58 yards. They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners. Harris to throw on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Harris on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Tress Way now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. .13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Part of their struggles
last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. Robinson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence.
They got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run. Robinson. Oh, he bowls over him. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Jags come up empty on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Harris. And this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Harris looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Washington.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Harris. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Jaguars back with it on offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Oh, some strong running. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Robinson.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
James Robinson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Gibson here running out of the gun. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
It would be safe to say that as precise as NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A handoff for Gibson. Powers by at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
13 more yards. And the Washington first down.
To throw is Harris on 1st and 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points in 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Let's go. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Harris.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now Harris to throw on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Harris now on 1st down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Harris. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. K'Lavon Chaisson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. And that is incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Butker on for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work.
He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Harris to throw from his end zone. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Here's Harris throwing on first down.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And I think the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the fumble recovery, Harris.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Harris. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey.
And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. DK Metcalf, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that matchup all even in their battle with the Chicago Bears. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Harris. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Harris. Under pressure, they got him again. Dwayne Smoot providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. Able to slither by. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Lawrence will throw. Open man right side is Shark. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Lawrence.
Short throw to Disley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 24, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Pass on for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Miles Jack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
To throw is Harris. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And here's a give to Gibson. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here, you're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A carry for Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Harris to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harris. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Harris now. Throwing on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things out.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Looking to throw. Harris finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Harris. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call of the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
2nd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Butker's kick here is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Shark's got it left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Harris looking to throw on 2nd down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Here's Harris to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Harris. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Deshaun Hand. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
From the gun, Harris. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To throw is Harris on 1st and 10. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 40.
Operating from the gun, Harris. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just get the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again.
And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he's able to get it out of there. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
The Washington offense back out there. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now Harris off the play fake. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Jags are right back in this football game.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On play action, Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold.
That catch good for only a couple.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. And that will be incomplete as well. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Boy, so a chance to take the lead here in this 4th quarter, but he couldn't get this one on target.
Everything looked good. The snap, the hold, even the distance. The only thing off, the most important part, the accuracy.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And they certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical 4th quarter possession.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Harris. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Butker's kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. And he stopped immediately there. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Short throw to Disley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Oh, what a move.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, Harris.
Oh, what a catch by Samuel.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Washington,
it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars.